Finally getting here to the church this morning. Had a phone call with a fellow pastor this morning. Love talking to those guys. So spent some time talking to him, and then had to get my run in. And so here it is after 11 o'clock. I'm finally getting down to the church. Need to go check the mail. One of the things that we do that kind of breaks the rules of church stuff is I do the deposit. So I'm going to run to the bank and do the deposit. But let me explain that for just a sec. We have counters who count the money. So our ushers take up the money. Our counters count it. They put it in a safe. They count it, do a deposit slip and all that stuff. I take it from the safe to the bank, and then the bank gives me a receipt that I give to the treasurer. Problem is, in small churches, you just don't have a lot of people to do these different jobs. So the accountability that we have in place is that the counters count the money and do the deposit slip, and if there's any difference in what the bank actually receives and what the counters counted, they have to work that out. I just don't do the deposit, and we bring it back and put it back in there, and they figure all that out. But we do have the accounting in place that when it gets to the bank and it doesn't match, then we have to have that discussion. But if it does match, everything's good. I give the receipt to the treasurer, and it works out. So I'm picking up the deposit now, and we will go do the deposit and check the mail. Got the deposit. Kick on the Keurig so that it's warmed up so I can have coffee when I get back. Today's Tuesday, so we also have one of our church people who teaches piano lessons here at the church. She'll be coming in and teach piano lessons, but I have a Zoom meeting with a couple other guys that will last from 1 to 3. I'm doing a Zoom meeting here in a little bit, and the way that I have my computer set up, turn so you can see that, it gives a view of my office this way, and I get comments about all these books and all these different things. So today, let's talk about my books. Excuse the mess, and organization has never been my strong suit. Most of these books are ones that I have yet to read. I have a section here from up here down to about right here that are books that I've read and feel I need to keep. The rest of these are ones that are still in my queue. Books that I use on a regular basis, but most of what I wanted to talk about today are my Bibles. I collect Bibles. Alright, so let me point out a couple of these Bibles to you. I am missing one that I need to go get. But anyway, I have a couple of different collections. I have premium Bibles. So this is a Schuyler Thin Line. Schuyler, super nice goatskin, high quality Bibles. This is an In Touch 2002. If you're a Bible nerd, that means something to you. This is an Allen, and I bought this in red because I plan to give this Bible to Jeremiah when he gets older, and red is his favorite color. But again, just another very well-made, high-quality leather, high-quality paper Bible. This is what happens when you buy a cheap Bible and you actually use it. This is the Bible that I had in Bible college, and you can tell that it was well used and it's falling apart. I keep that because it's a reminder of how much work I put in. If you want something a little more special, you can custom order a Bible. So this is my custom Bible. It is goatskin, pleated goatskin with my name on it there. It's got the cross on there. It's got this flap. The inside has suede and has the insides of a New American Standard that I chose. I had this done by Ben's Bibles, and I love this Bible. This is my everyday sword. This is the one that gets the most use, and I plan to use it until I die or it falls apart, and then I'll send it to Ben and have him redo it. But if you don't know who Ben's Bibles is, you need to go do some research. By far the best Bible binder in the world. I have a couple of other Ben's Bibles, and that's one of the ones I'm going to have to go get. But I have a Geneva Bible that he covered. As far as other Bibles are concerned, let me go over here to this table. I also do a collection of Bibles in different languages. And so we have Haitian, German, French, Swedish. This is Portuguese. This is Swahili, Nepali, and Chinese. These are Bibles that were picked up from people on mission trips, or I picked up on mission trips, or people gave to me because they had them in their collections. I love Bibles of different languages. I would collect more and more and more. Another little collection that I have are Bibles that are just interesting to me. This one is a really old Bible. It was given to me by a family member, and I think the date in it is 1879. This is an early copy of New American Standard, just the New Testament and Psalms. The smallest Bible, and it's a New American Standard. Look how tiny that print is. Oh my, the camera won't even focus on it. All right, so Greek New Testament, of course, if you're in seminary, you've got to have one of those. But this is another Ben's Bible bind. He did all this work. Ben's Corners. Good night. It's good. Really interesting Bible. I don't get to use it very much because I don't read Hebrew. And this is my workhorse when it comes to Greek. Those are a few of my Bibles. If you're interested in Bibles, I'd love to talk more about it with you. I have tons of specialty Bibles, apologetics Bibles, CSB, chronological, all those types of things. And I collect all sorts and all types. But that explains some of the books in my office. The rest of those are commentaries or different books that I use for resources, and then of course the books that I still have yet to read. Here at the house I keep a Skylar Quintail personal size. As you can see, it's the size of your hand, but it's goatskin covered. Of course, New American Standard, that's pretty much my translation. I'll just say my Bible collection has never been one for money. I love the Bible. I love the Word of God. There's a lot of people that get caught up in the bindings and the book, how the book is made and all that kind of stuff, and I think there's probably a place for that. But for me, it has more to do with interesting elements of the Bible. If you're using it a lot, I do suggest that you invest in one that is well made so that it does hold up and you're not buying one every year. So anyway, just some random mumblings from a small town pastor.